Okay, next question, number 41. This question I take major issue with. If I had really done it before, I might have told you to skip it. I take major issue with this question. You will understand why in a second. The expression 4 times the integral from 0 to 2 of p of x dx is an expression that gives the number of people. So this gives people, some number of people, living on one side of a 4-mile long stretch of highway. Okay, here's my stretch of highway, and it's 4 miles long, and I'm getting the number of people along that stretch of highway, where x is the number of miles from the highway. So my integral from 0 to 2 means I'm going, not only am I just going along this stretch of highway, but I'm also going 2 miles in this direction. Okay? So, good, cool, awesome. X is the number of miles from the highway. What are the units of p of x? They want to know what are the units of p of x. Well, according to everything that I know, unless I'm horribly mistaken, if this integral gives me people, then p of x times d of x, the units of p of x multiplied by the units of d of x have to equal people. The units of p of x multiplied by the units of x would give me people. So if my question is, if x is my units are miles, right, then p of x times miles should equal people. Okay? And so if I want to find the units of p of x, I just divide by miles, and I should get people per miles would be my units of this this question. This is my cat. I hope you appreciate my cat. Amber, not right now. Okay, so that should be my units, and that's what I put when I was doing this test. I said the answer was D. Now, they say that the answer is people per square miles. Now, that does make sense, because if I think about it, you know, I'm not talking about just this 4-mile stretch, I'm talking about this 2-mile stretch, so I've got a square area, so I'm talking about people per square mile of area is what I'm kind of taking integral of. But the thing is what I think that they left out was this 4 here clearly is talking about multiplying this by 4 here. But if they're multiplying this by 4, then this should say here 4 miles. Because that's not unitless. That's not a unitless thing. That's not just 4. That's 4 miles, right? Because if I have 4 miles here, then that's going to end up with, if I divide both sides by miles, this integral, if I do this, that would give me people per miles, and then I would have people per miles, and divide it by miles again, I get people per mile squared. I know this is sounding really confusing, but the point is that what I've told you previously is correct. If I'm taking an integral, and it gives me some units, if I know the units of this times the units of this will be the units of my total integral. That is true, okay? So they, I think, made a little mistake and forgot to put the units on that 4, and which is why they said the answer was people per square mile. So if you really struggle with this, I apologize, because it seems like they just kind of were a little bit lax with doing this question. I hope you understand what I'm talking about. Just to kind of make it really clear, if I have the integral of f of x dx, the units of this integral will be the units of f of x times the units of d of x, right? So if this is cows and this is feet, the integral will be cows times feet. Okay? End of story. Okay, so this should always, the integral should always be the units of this times the units of this. That's the end of it. Alright, I hope that makes sense to you guys. I hope you understood it. See you in the next video.